Yo, what is up, guys? It's Ethan from Skill Gaming, and today we have a pretty exciting video, actually. In this video, we're going to be going over some new balance changes, actually, coming on December 11th. I don't know what that is, actually. Is that Monday? I'm not really sure. But, yeah, so we're going to be going into those balance changes, and then at the end of this video, we've got a special surprise for you guys. We're going to be opening my Quest Super Magical Chest, and I'm very excited about this, you guys, because, actually, I'm 2 away. Oh, Mega Knight's right here. I'm 2 away from my level 3 Mega Knight, which is actually really dope. So, if I can buy one from the shop, which I have enough gold for, sudden death challenge, got a lot of gold from that. If I can buy one from the shop, and if I can get it from that chest, that would be obviously the ideal thing. So, without further ado, let's go into these balance changes. So, in the 12-11 balance changes, of course, I'm not sure how you guys feel about this, but I actually am in favor of it. We've got the Hog Rider. His hit speed is going to 1.6 seconds per hit, rather than 1.5. Very slight nerf to the Hog Rider, but I don't know, it might be just enough. I'm not really sure. Some people are probably going to say, like, he needed a bigger nerf or whatever. But I'm pretty okay with the way that he was nerfed. I don't think you need too much nerfing, but definitely something to do with his hit speed, because he seemed pretty overpowered. And so the next one is going to be the Knight. The Knight's hit speed is being nerfed to 1.2 seconds from 1.1, and that seems pretty good. I mean, they went pretty slight on these nerfs right here, but I'm happy with it, I guess. A lot of decks use Knight nowadays, and it seems like it's almost time for a change. So maybe they'll nerf him a little more eventually in the future, but for now, I think this is satisfactory. And next we have actually the Prince. The Prince's hit points are going up by 5%, so 5% is actually kind of a lot. And his hit speed is going to 1.4 seconds from 1.5 seconds, and it seems like I think that's kind of what the Prince needed, but now the Prince is going to be a pretty annoying card, I have to say. Next we have damage spells: Fireball, Lightning, Zap, Log, Poison, Rocket, Arrows. Their Crown Tower damage is going to be reduced by 5%. Now, it seems like, I mean, with these balance changes, I don't want to spoil it for you right here, but it seems like they're kind of trying to take people away from log bait a little and allow people to use more of their creativity with their decks, because a ton of people use log bait, and yeah, it's just one of those things. So that could be why they're nerfing Rocket. And then, obviously, Lightning. I'm not sure how I feel about Lightning, because Lightning was already nerfed, kind of, and I don't know if it needed another nerf, honestly, but it is what it is. Next, we have Ice Golem. Ice Golem, a lot of people say it's an overpowered card, including YouTubers that I actually watch. We've got, Clash with Ash, and I actually can't even name anymore, but anyway, I think a lot of people believe that Ice Golem is way too much value for only 2 elixir, and I think it was right for them to nerf Ice Golem, and it's a pretty slight nerf, but also pretty major at the same time. I don't know how to explain it, but basically its death damage is going to be slowed down to 1 second from 2 seconds, and yeah, that might make things a little bit more even, more fair. And next we have the Skeleton Barrel. Added death damage to the Skeleton Barrel. That could be a controversy, but I don't know, because Skeleton Barrel is actually pretty underpowered, surprisingly, and I'm not really sure how that's going to affect the meta. I'm not really sure if people are going to start using Skeleton Barrel. I don't know how much it would... I don't really know, like, would the death damage come from, like, the skeletons? I'm assuming maybe the balloon would have death damage, but I'm actually not really clear on what that means. But we will see on December 11th. Next, we have the Giant Skeleton. Giant Skeleton's hit points are going up by 5%. Now, I'm actually not really sure how I feel about this, because I feel like Giant Skeleton, they always touch Giant Skeleton, and I don't really think he needs to be touched anymore. There are actually a lot of non-meta decks that include it, so I don't know how I feel about that one. Next we have the guards, guys. The guards damage plus 5%, hit points plus 5%, and a hit speed to 1.1 seconds instead of 1.2. Now, I'm not really sure, you know, I guess this is a really good, this seems like a really good buff to the guards, because guards are, like, never used. But at the same time, I don't really mind where guards are. But yeah, I guess a slight buff could be good. But as only a 3 elixir card, I don't know if they need too much to them. Next we have the goblins. This is what I was talking about when I said I didn't want to spoil it for you, but it seems like they're sort of indirectly nerfing log bait here by nerfing the goblins. They're actually minusing the, they're decreasing the damage that it's gonna do by 6%, and I think that should, you know, that's actually a pretty good nerf right there, you guys. 6% less damage, that seems like kind of a lot, but honestly, goblins needed it. I mean, they're only a 2 elixir card on their own, and they can do some serious damage. And last but not least, we have the elixir collector, you guys. The elixir collector is losing 13% of its hit points. Yeah, guys, 13% of its hit points. That's really annoying for, like, people that are using elixir collector. I know I hate it when people fireball, poison, whatnot. And, yeah, so that could be pretty annoying. And then, after that, along with that, we have a few bugs that are being fixed. Or a couple, my bad. Mortar's being fixed. Had a minimum range bug, my bad. And, I'm not really sure about, I don't know. Like, I've never noticed any of these bugs, but, apparently they're there. And Inferno Dragon, Inferno Tower are fixed. Their damage was not resetting after breaking through a shield. And I guess that could be a pretty big issue because, you know, Inferno Dragon and those cards can do some serious damage. And, yeah. So it seems like, that seems like, a good thing to fix right there. Because it was not resetting while breaking through a shield or guards or Dark Prince and stuff like that. And basically, yeah, so that's going to be it for those balance changes. Let me know in the comments what you feel about these balance changes. I feel pretty good about the balance changes. I do believe, I don't think they should have nerfed Hog so little. I think they needed to hit it a little bit harder. But it is what it is, you guys, and that's just how it's going to be. Alright, you guys, the moment you've been waiting for. First of all, let's open this crown chest right here. And we go to our quest. We'll collect our reward right here. And here it is, you guys. We're going to be opening our super magical chest, and let's see what we get. Alright, so some goblins. Goblins, speaking of goblins. Skeletons. 294 skeletons. 47 fireballs. 101 giants. Wow, that's a lot of giants, you guys. We've got our X-bow right here. 16 giant skeletons. What's the legendary going to be, you guys? Predict it in the comments. I'll give you about 15 seconds to predict it. Roughly. Alright, you guys, we're going to get into this legendary right here. I'm really hoping it's a Mega Knight here. I'm really hoping. Because that means we'll be able to get our level 3 Mega Knight easier, but I'm unlucky quite a bit of times. I'm sure a lot of you guys are too, but sorry for rambling. I'll just get to this legendary right here. Okay, it's going to be the Lava Hound. I'm not quite sure how I feel about that. I guess I'm okay with it, but I would have preferred it to be a Mega Knight. Go ahead and screenshot that. Alright, you guys, so if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. Stay tuned for more content. I generally do deck reviews and deck showcases. So stay tuned to my channel, subscribe, leave a like, turn on notifications, all that good stuff. And I'll see you guys later. Peace out.